Hey guys, it's Slappy here and we are back with 7 Days to Die. So, what you saw me do in the last episode was just to build a basic shelter, and it's pretty much going to be night any second now. So, I'm gonna try to survive this night in this episode and we'll see how it goes. So, I want to build a ladder so I can climb this wall very much easier. I'm just gonna try to do everything I can from the inside while I think it's still safe. Be careful when you go up the wall so you don't land in the spikes on the other side and bleed. It's very sketchy. There we go. So I should put meat in a storage. Put down some wood frames. Get some nice light in here, a little more cozy. Just see if I can make a better bow. And here you can see the damage difference, 45 to 53. You keep upgrading everything you can. We have no problem with arrows. And when you come to the night now, you can start to craft everything you need for the quest. When you do the quest, you get extra skills, which is very useful. Ah, I forgot. Make a new shirt. When you are inside, if you're using a campfire and stuff, you generate heat. So if you are afraid of getting attacked, so try to turn off every light you can and don't use furnace and stuff. I will probably mention this later, but it's good to know. wood frames. You can hear the cat, it's just my cat having some fun. She just lie down in the puzzle box we have on the floor. And she's just moaning because she's bored. So if you can't hear it, you know why I'm getting a bit distracted. I think she wants to go out. So I use wood when we get more than the 3 stories that we need with cobblestone, because it's a lot cheaper, and you don't need to have this solid construction up here. So what I want to do here is just make another floor. This is like the super basic shelter. And out of wood, I can make how many do I need? I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plus 4 more. There we go. Make sure the hinges does not stand straight above the ladder. You can see if I go here, you can see the notches over here. You want to have it turned this way, because then it's easier to climb up and down. You take the grates. And you want to lie them down. And you can do this. No, you can't. That's my bad. I need to have and turn the other way around. I think it's this way. This is pretty much on the fly, so I will do mistakes, as you can clearly see. I'm always trying different builds every time I'm making an episode, or trying to play this game on Insane, because you never know when you get the perfect design. So what I want to do now is make a scrap iron frame. I want to you know what? I'm gonna build something entirely differently. I'm gonna try to build it. Uh, I need more wood to build. The reason I want to build outside the wall is when spider zombie starts to come, you can defend yourself. And the grates here is very good for shooting through. But at the moment I need more resources. I can try to improvise and build a bridge over here. Then I'm using this big stone as a support frame. And I can build a wall on top here. I can defend my house from here. And make sure you build it far enough out that they won't be able to run up on it. So it's not much you can do at night, and you just have to basically wait for everything. I know I want to try to get some materials. I'm just gonna start to gather some from here, and hopefully we will have a zombie-free night. Generally, the first night is always very quiet. You will notice that the second night will be a lot worse, but it shouldn't be a problem at the start. You always get time if you just focus on getting a shelter. If you find a house, whatever, you can use to your advantage. I think I saw a bear over there, so I'm gonna be very careful. Now I want to build a campfire. I'm getting thirsty. Trying to save the jars. When you have meat like this, you need some wood or coal. I don't have coal, so I need to just put down this wood. I can make charred meat. Charred meat is better than eating it raw. So it will give you at least food and some wellness. And now we can hear some zombies. And the spikes did its job. If there are more, or you can see them earlier, just try to help your spikes doing damage. Oops. Oh. And now it's getting closer to the morning. And then I'm just gonna clean out what I have in my inventory. The wooden bow you can basically just throw out. Landclimb block you can just throw out. Bring the empty glass jar in case you find water. You can look at the map if we have seen any water, and as far as I can see we have no water, but could be anywhere when you go out. You have the meat. Never bring the meat on you. It smells. And it will attract anything around you. We can do some more cobblestones. When you shift click, you just produce as much as you can. So it's very useful for doing cobblestone rocks and stuff if you want to clear your inventory. But if you are saving materials, it's often smart to just craft small amounts for what you need, so you don't run out. So the day will start at 4. I'm just trying to be productive all the time. Now I just need some wood to make a new stone axe. Trying to see if I can see some of these small trees around here. I don't want to aggravate anything. You can also just sit like this. It will help you a lot. I need 4 wood. Come on, come on. Oh, I have. What I need? Aha, plant fiber. Here we go. And now we start all over again. In 7 days, it's a lot of farming to get materials. I would advise playing 7 days with a friend, but if you want to do solo play and try out, you must just prepare yourself for a lot of farming. It's a huge grind to build your own big base, and this is concept of this game is that you are gathering materials. It's a survival game and you have to do everything to survive. That's why I think it's a very creative game. You can use your intellect, you can just try to have ideas of how you want it, and you test yourself and the way you want to make things look cool or just make things be effective. So this is the main reason I play this game, is I feel like I can just chill out and you can just do things you want to do and try to build maybe a base that will be impenetrable, but you don't want to be like a overkill base by just adding more and more spikes or more and more walls. I prefer to just trying to make a compact base that is able to withstand the most basic attacks, and see how far you can go with wall moves, and that it's getting harder and harder the longer you survive. So you can see our little box down there. doesn't look like much right now, but I think we're gonna get a hang of it. I think it's gonna be cool when we're getting there. I'm gonna make 5 axes, plant some grass. There we go. Now that I'm starting to get some materials, I want to make more spikes. You can see, okay, I can make 50 more. I don't want to use all the materials right now. I want to try to always have enough to build the stone axe and build tools that I need, wood frames, etc. Always farm the resources from these stones here, because you get a lot more iron and they are easier to break. So what I should have on my agenda now is trying to get a hold of some short iron pipes, but the best way to get those is looting trash and looting cars. So that means I should go towards the road. We have a road down here and we have one here, so I can just set a waypoint down there. Then I can go in a much more straight direction without checking the map. I'm just trying to get some grass from these one, from cactus, and it gives you yucca fruit, which can be very helpful. If you find a house like the one over here, I would advise you to, if you're new to the game or you just don't want to build too much, you have to fight for it, but if you can manage to get it, it's a very, very boring place to have. You have all the space you need, you can just starting to add spikes and stuff. It makes it a lot easier for you, but I'm building this shelter because you don't always find the house you want, so I think it's more realistic to just take everything from scratch and see how far we can go from there. It will be very nice to find some cars, but I'm not entirely sure we can do that. If you saw there, my graphics, my grass doesn't render until I'm getting closer, so you can use that to your advantage and looking in the distance, and then you can try to run that way to just aim at the point you want to run to, and run there, and when you run a straight line you will get there eventually, and you can find like bags and stuff that is very helpful. And she just walks over the car. Alright. Spikes is very helpful. There we go. I need short iron pipes. Of course it does. Come on, come on. Do not try to salvage the car before you get a wrench. When you have a wrench, it's a much more efficient way and you get a lot more materials. Oh my god, this bow is crap. What? I think this is basically my archery skill. It's very low. There you go. And loot this car first. We can. Oh. If you ever find a wrench, you do not scrap it because it's very helpful, and you can get short iron pipes all day long by just salvaging cars. And you can hear the cat just being bored in the background. I don't know if you can even hear it, but sounds like she has the worst day of her life, of course. But she just got up and sleeping for a while. Probably just very bored. Want me to walk her around. I'm just trying to run this road and loot every trash and cars I can find. I really want to find a short iron pipe, or a few short iron pipes. It's basically just seeing if I'm lucky or not. I don't want to waste too much time chasing down here. Can eat this one. Grab. Take this one. Grab. You don't need it for anything else. I don't want to aggravate the bear, so I'm just gonna turn around here. You need to have forged iron to produce short iron pipes, and you need short iron pipes to produce forged iron. So it's kind of doesn't work out until you find the short iron pipes. You can start to smelt scrap iron, and when you get there, it shouldn't be a really big problem. You see here, I'm getting very warm. I should just throw this away, and I should make a hat instead, since I'm in the desert. And try a lucky shot. We can see how many arrows we need to kill a zombie on insane. I'm gonna count the hits, of course. What? 1 headshot. 2. 3. 4. 5. Oops. 6. And 6 headshots with a pretty okay bow. And the nurses are one of the most fragile. When you get to these guys, they are harder to hit. You can also run backward if you press shift. Uh, it's very helpful when you're trying to outrun zombies or dogs and you want to shoot them at the same time. You can see it's way more efficient to use spikes. I kind of want this one, so I can just do this. And if you run into the goo of a dead zombie that you looted, it is kind of sticky, so it will slow you down quite a bit. Try to avoid that if you're in a hurry or you need to get out of there. So it will slow you down quite much, quite a lot. Sorry if my English is not the best. It's not my mother language, but we try our best. I saw a lot of coal here. We're gonna just mark this on the map. There's coal here. You can make small references like this to help you gain resources when you need it later. The best things you can find is like this area where there's a lot of rocks, but that is not a big resource. You can find it everywhere. Took some time to open. Bullet casings. It's not really any helpful. Gunpowder. That's good to have. We can scrap this. No room in inventory. What do we don't need? I can throw out a nail. I could actually scrap the nail. Eggs we want. Maple seed we don't need. You should try to get every material back, and the trees you can plant them makes it easier to gain more resources. But it's kind of a question of priority. If you really need it, you're gonna get too much of it later anyway, so it's not necessary. Trying to here you can see some buildings. Here's a small city. I wouldn't try to loot any of the houses, but I would try to get to the garbage and to the cars. I hope we could be lucky there. I don't want to attract too much zombies. Carrying meat around near the city is not a very good idea. Just trying to see if I'm able to sneak all these cars. There you go, a wrench. That's a godsend. I'm gonna just show this bastard who's the boss. And he's trying to show me. There we go. Putting this one down instead of the shovel. Let's throw out this hammer and this one. I can throw out the wood frame. And then just detach the cars like this. Get a lot of scrap iron, you get some other materials as well. You get some leather. But when you detach it a lot at the start, then you're starting to get gasoline, and then you're getting short iron pipes and springs. And all this you can use. You see I'm just kiting him around. I don't really need to use any time killing him. Here you can see springs. Yeah, I want to kill him now. He's kinda in the way. What do we don't need? I can make. Oh! This is solid, man. I want the brass radiator, it's very easy. I can throw out the iron head. I want springs and short iron pipes. I can scrap this one. I can go on. I have 3. I need a few more. And she's probably gonna go around until she gets me, but now it's broke, and that's all I can use this wrench for now. I'm gonna run back home to our house. I'm gonna try to build up a forge and set us up for the next episode, and we'll see how far we can get from there. I think I am good. I think I got the 4 ones I need. If you don't get 4 short iron pipes, just basically keep looking for another wrench or a short iron pipe so you get 4. I think it's 4 that's needed. That we can see when I get to our base. I'm gonna try to make a pretty decent camp where we're gonna try to survive. I don't want to build any house, as I said earlier. I think the episode now is starting to get a bit longer. I think it's necessary a 10 minutes episode, as I wanted in the start. Basically, it won't give you any information. You would just see like 1,000 episodes to get to the blood moon. Gonna be a bit more efficient by having a longer episodes. So I have to run on the right side of the house, and I'm tired. Ooh. And now we're inside. I'm gonna try to make bellows. What I need for this is wood, animal hide. I can put some materials in here. And I have to bring this one outside and make this one. Making a forge needs a lump of clay, which I have, but I need 50 and 50 small stone. And there you see I farmed and used all my clay. I just need to run all the way outside. It's not very far. I'm just gonna get started with this, and you can see why I want to do it. I should have gone for some of the coal. I will go get it in the next episode. Well, that should be enough of this material. And I can just chop on this one. You get also construction tool skill by using the stone axe on everything. And you should just use stone axe for meleeing grass to skill. You want to be level 40 as soon as you can. You want to have the steel tools. I'm gonna show you why you want to have the forge as early as possible. It will help you insanely amount about getting closer. Takes a few seconds to create. I have enough wood to fire up the forge. Put back what I didn't need. I only need 2 short iron pipes. You can see here. And we can just... I usually have a very messy system at start. When I get more space, I will try to organize a lot more. We can have it this way, looks cool. Of course, I need the wood, I need scrap iron, springs we can use to scrap now. Put this in 2 spaces at start. There we go. If you use it in both spaces, you can see here, if we have 1, you can see 5. But if you split it, you'll see it goes a lot faster. You see? It goes twice as fast. What you want to put in the oven is small stone, clay, and iron at start. But at the very first, I prefer to just get a lot of iron in there, so we can start to make some good tools. We want to make iron tools instead of stone. I basically let the oven stay on 24/7, but you should turn it off while you're gone or at night, especially at night, if you don't want to have any visitors. I feel I can handle it, so we'll see if I'm right, of course. So that's it for this episode. We'll see you next week, and take care. Bye bye.